The $14 cozy farming game that's one of the best deals on Steam keeps shocking players with its content-packed updates. Fields of Mistria just released their second major update, and I'm going to share 12 huge changes, including Caldarus' arrival. I thought he'd be hotter. What Elsie's gossiping about, new map and cave areas, 2 farm tools that will save you so much time, and the time adjustment feature we've all been waiting for and will probably be disappointed by. Let's make like Elsie and gossip about all the juicy bits in the Fields of Mistria update number 2. Probably the most anticipated update is the appearance of the long-awaited human form of the game's infamous dragon, Caldarus. And yes, he is a romanceable character. You won't meet him until you break the new fire seal in the mine, and then you can visit him in his temple once you gain access to a new map area. I'm trying to be a little vague so I don't spoil too much. And you'll also gain access to teleporting to and from Caldarus' temple and your farm. Which, I mean, if you want to use to appear in his bedroom in the middle of the night, totally just to watch some Netflix and chill, you can. Another character who has a new way to interact with players is Elsie, who is ready to spill some seriously juicy gossip about her neighbors. Once you complete her quest, which won't appear until the first summer for new games, everyone else it's already available, you'll see a new gossip option when you walk up to her. And each day, you can choose from one of 3 villagers and reveal a liked or loved gift idea. Now, I'm a pretty generous person IRL, but hate gift giving in games. Yet my OCD really enjoys filling up each character's gift idea cards, so this is a fun new mechanic. The third change was surprisingly one of my favorites, the new Animal Festival, which takes place on the 10th day of winter. First of all, the town is decked out in ridiculously cute animal-themed decor, petting zoos, adorable cosmetics, and event-exclusive items to buy at the shop, and even animal cutouts for photo ops. Hayden, Mama's gonna slap you upside the head if you keep thinking about other women when I'm with you. And then there's the main event, the animal show, which is divided into a large animal class and a division for small animals, each with their own booth where you can enter one of your animals for each show. Here's the part I love. Unlike some games that have random placement in competitions, Josephine tells you the main judging criteria are the animal's heart level and coat rarity. Knowing this, I selected my seasonal winter cow that was almost at full hearts and my fall chicken that was also nearly at full heart capacity. Remember that the seasonal coat colors are tier 6, which is the highest tier, so I figured this would be my best bet. And boy, was I right. I absolutely smashed Hayden's cow Sunshine and his pecker Henrietta to win both categories, but don't worry, Hayden's my boy toy, so he doesn't mind his woman taking the glory. But oh my gosh, the prizes are definitely worth the effort to take a high-tier animal. Look at these cute animal plushies, ribbons, and gigantic trophy. So this sadly won't be a contest that's easy for beginners to win unless you focus on breeding from the start, but it's my favorite event in the game so far. Fourth, we need to talk about the mines, as several of the updates are locked until you complete the Fire Seal quest and gain access to the new lava cave biome, adding 20 new mine levels and some pretty intricate caves. And this is super cool. You can use your watering can or your rain spell to cool the lava into stepping stones to get across. Such creative thinking outside the box. You'll find new monsters and resource items, including gold ore, which you can now use to craft gold tools and armor. Fifth is the new Dragon's Breath spell, which you'll learn after breaking the fire seal in the mine. This is an expensive spell, consuming 2 mana orbs to cast, but it blasts fireballs Super Mario style and is pretty impressive at clearing out large obstructions that might, say, open new map areas or do some door kicking. One tip is to make sure to turn towards your target before the spell runs out. I won't tell you how I know this. And this brings us to updates 6 through 8, which will require you to use the Dragon's Breath spell. The new Deep Woods area to the northeast of the carpenter's shop is finally accessible and grants you access to some new resource foraging, fishing, and perhaps a building to explore. You can now use the statue on your farm to teleport to the Deep Woods to save travel time. And if you want the coveted auto petter and sprinkler that we've all been drooling over, you'll need to bust down a couple secret doors and snag the devices and blueprints inside golden chests. I'm not going to tell you where, but if you really want to know, ask me in the comments below. Dang, that was a sweet rhyme. So the auto petter is actually called the animal sprite statue, which plays a pacifying tune for your animals in whichever barn you place it. This will take the place of having to pet each individual animal to raise its heart level. But the catch is, you need to power these statues with essence stones, which are crafted in the stone refinery that I probably should have told you about sooner. And this gives you access to another teleport location to quickly return to your farm. The larger the essence stones that you feed your statue, the more days it will be powered. Think of it like feeding a parking meter. Though currently, I can't seem to add more stones until the statue is totally depleted. And if you have more than one barn, you can craft more statues using refined stone, essence, and shiny beads. Similarly, we have the water sprite statue, which is also powered by essence stones, but this bad boy can water your crops in a 2-tile radius daily, which is why I reorganized my crops into 5x5 grids. You can also craft more water sprite statues, and there are actually 5 different styles. All will need refined stone and essence to craft, plus a third ingredient that varies per statue style. Most, if not all of these extra ingredients are found in the new Deep Woods and Lava Cave areas. This brings us to number 9, which is for all you overachievers who are running out of room on your farm. Seriously, I don't know how you could be running out of room, but let's talk new land. You can now buy a farm expansion from the carpenter's shop, but this will cost 50 refined stone and hardwood and some change. This grants you a bridge and a bridge blueprint, and you can build access to a very overgrown parcel of land. I really don't know what I'm going to do with this. I bought it because of peer pressure. Thanks, guys. Now, tell me your ideas on what to do with this new land while I sulk in buyer's remorse. Number 10, you get your very own pet in Fields of Mistria now. Once the pet dream cutscene occurs, you'll gain access to choosing a pet cat or dog that will hang out in your house or on your farm if it's nice weather. Don't worry, you can pop open your journal and change your pet color, name, and job whenever you want. They'll fetch stone, wood, or resources and plop them in your house for you to pick up. And Hayden sells both dog and cat treats for your new furry companion, as you'll be able to level up their hearts faster than with petting alone. They don't really do much, but they are a nice little amenity to have. The 11th update item is one that many Fields of Mistria players have wanted so badly. Time adjustment. If you go into your settings and then accessibility, there are now 3 time settings: standard, longer, and longest. I cranked this bad boy all the way up to longest, but I really wondered if it wasn't working at first, as I barely noticed a difference. So I went to the Steam forum and found many others drawing the same conclusion, that there indeed is a very minuscule difference between these 3 settings. We're talking a few minutes longer, maybe. And this is the only disappointing change in the update. But personally, I just wanted a way to alleviate the stress of constantly having to rush through the mines and across the map instead of relaxingly foraging and hanging out with the villagers. I don't want to have to use a mod to achieve this, and although this new adjustment is a step in the right direction, it's just not enough in my opinion. I appreciate it, but I'd love to slow it down even more, like super chill. And for the 12th and final update, I'm just gonna scooch all the little changes into this last slot. Visit the chicken statue for some cool new cosmetics for your animals and pet. I found that spending 10 beads gave me the best chance at the cosmetic items as opposed to spending 100 beads. Remember, you can also get the other new animal cosmetics from the Animal Festival shop. There are 9 new Tier 4 skill perks and new item sets to donate to the museum. The town renown cap has been raised to 90, and the NPCs have gotten a bit of an upgrade with new dialogue and updated daily schedules. So you'll have to start stalking their routines all over again. So there you go, 12 hot new features in the Fields of Mistria update number 2, with the revealing of Caldarus, Elsie dishing out gift gossip, the animal and water sprite statues to alleviate our daily petting and watering chores, the animal festival and prizes, addition of pets, the new lava caves, deep woods, and farm expansions. It's a lot. Even though the time adjustment wasn't as helpful as I hoped, I still think this is the biggest and best Fields of Mistria update yet, with even more updates planned for the future, including marriage and kids. Hayden and I are gonna have a whole mess of kids on our farm so we can get them up to tier 6 quality. Can't wait. But seriously, I continue to be incredibly impressed with the quality and value of this little $14 early access farming game. Fields of Mistria's polish in early access easily surpasses that of a lot of full release titles from larger studios. So what do you think about this update? What are your favorite new features? Let me know in the comments below, and if you want to keep up with the latest in chill and cozy games, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and keep your hands off Hayden.